welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Selena Zinchak. My channel is about DIY natural hair and beauty. If that's something that interests you, then come on and join the family. Many of you guys have been asking me how I was able to grow my daughter hair super long, and I keep responding to those questions, but each time I upload a video on her hair, I still get all of those questions. So I decided to just make a video on it, and whenever you guys ask, I can just send you to the video. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys exactly how I started and how I was able to grow my daughter hair. If that's something that interests you, keep on watching. This is something that you can also use on yourself, or if you have a kid and you want to grow your kid hair, this is something that you can put together for them, especially if you want to use DIY products, because I use 99% of DIY products to grow my daughter and myself hair out. So I will be talking mainly about DIY products, but there are also tricks and tips that I will give you just in case if you also want to use store-bought product. So if all of this interests you, then keep on watching. So my daughter and myself started our hair growth journey the same year. I cut her hair in September. I will try to look for some pictures and also include it in this video. So I cut her hair to her chin length, and there where she started her hair growth challenge from, which was in September of 2016. But for me, I stopped using relaxer the same 2016 of May. So she started from chin length hair, and I started, I can say, from being completely bald. So in 2016 of September, I noticed that my daughter hair was damaged because I used to flat iron her hair every day on high heat. And I noticed she had a lot of split ends and she had no curls anymore to her hair, and I could see that her hair was damaged. And I brought over a beautician, and she told me your daughter hair is long but it's completely damaged, so you either have to just get rid of all of that, just cut it and start over. And but yeah, this is not healthy, this is not good. So I decided to take that into consideration, and I cut her hair very short. Now when I cut her hair short, she was not happy about it, her dad was not happy about it. So I asked her, will you want me to grow your hair back? And she told me, yes mommy, I love my long hair, I want to have long hair like Rapunzel, so I want you to grow my hair back. And I told her, this will be our responsibility for you and myself. I will do my best to grow your hair back with the help from God, but you also have to put in the time. Whenever I'm ready to do your hair, you have to be willing to sit down for me to do it. So she and I had a deal. She agreed to sit down for me to do her hair, and I decided to research and learn to do her hair because I knew nothing about hair. My whole life, I always had a beautician to do my hair. I knew exactly 0% of any way on how to care for hair or natural hair. So this was a new thing for me. All I had to do was to learn, read, try, and error. So the first thing I did, I took away all negativity from my mind. I had no idea that my daughter hair could grow super long because I was always damaging it. So if I knew that her hair could grow this long, doing the right thing, I would have not had done what I did. But luckily, I was able to overcome it. So I know some people always have negative thoughts as saying that, oh, she have good hair, or oh, it's her gene, or it's from her dad, and so on. Yes, genetics do play a role in our hair growth. That is not a lie, but it do not play a role in length retention. Length retention all comes from you. How you know how to take care of your hair. Just simple way of you combing your hair. You can be damaging your hair. Products that you are using is not for your hair type or your hair texture. You are damaging your hair. Using heat, using chemicals, all of those results into damaging your hair that you will not see length retention. So you having those negativity thoughts in your mind like, oh, I don't have good hair, or no matter what I do, my hair is not going to grow. Guess what? It is not going to grow because you have already set yourself to be a failure. So you are going to fail in that. You are not going to succeed in growing your hair out. So I would say the first thing you have to do is think positive and do positive. Tell yourself that I am going to get on a healthy hair journey and I'm going to succeed in this and work towards it. And once you do that, once you cross that first barrier of putting away negativity, you will be able to focus and your hair will grow. Now, the next step that I did was that I set realistic goal. There is no way I could grow my daughter's hair overnight or grow her hair within 1 week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks. So I set realistic goals. I plan on doing treatments for every 2 months, 3 months, 6 months to a year, and I will see how far or how well that treatment responded to her hair. I told myself I was going to give her 5 years and give myself 5 years to grow our hair back out. So I set realistic goals because from scientist research, our hair is supposed to grow half an inch every month. Some people grow less, some people grow more. So that 5 years will be a lot of length. If we are not able to reach to that amount of length, that will be 6 inches a year. I know definitely because we have to trim the dead ends, we have to get rid of split ends. Maybe in a year we will retain 5 inches. I set realistic goals, so I was able to work towards those goals. If you want your hair to just grow overnight, that is not possible. No one on this planet here can just grow overnight a lot of inches like that. So you have to set realistic goals for your hair and work towards those goals. The third tip I would give you guys is be prepared to get out of your comfort zone and be prepared to explore with natural ingredients. I'm not saying that you should do everything in one day. I'm saying that give yourself time on the ingredient that you want to try. Do not just stick to one thing. If it's not working for you, you can switch. If you choose an ingredient, try to stick with it for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, even 6 months. And then if you see this is not working for you, you can switch up your ingredients. So do not be afraid to try stuff, and do not be afraid to say, oh, I'm trying so many things and how will I know which one is working for me or which one is not working for me? That's why you need to give it time, at least 1 month. Everything do not have to be length, just by the health of your hair. Just from the way you see that your hair is feeling. Maybe your hair used to be very, very dry first, and you use this product and now your hair is feeling moisturized. That's also great. Everything do not have to be, oh, this month my hair is stopping here. Next month I want my hair to reach here. No, just from your hair being healthy alone, it will definitely grow. So be open-minded. Be in the position that you are willing to try different types of ingredients at a different rate of time. You can try a deep condition for 1 month, once a week. You can try a deep condition for 3 weeks, 2 months. and then you can switch to something else. So do not be afraid to explore unnatural ingredients or whatever ingredients you are using for your hair. Try to get out of your comfort zone with something that you are used to, you have stuck to it for years, and you see it's not working for you, but you still want to use it. Try to get out of that comfort zone and try to use other products on your hair. The fourth tip I will give you is try to set our hair regimen and stick to that routine or that regimen that you chose for your hair. For example, my daughter regimen that I chose for her hair, I will wash her hair once a week, let's say every Saturday. I will pre-poo, shampoo, deep condition, apply her leave-in, her cream, and her oil, and I will put her hair in braid or twist. Then during the week, let's say by Wednesday or Thursday, I will take that braid down, re-moisturize it with only leave-in conditioner, oil, and cream, and braid it back up until the next Saturday. So that was her regimen that I created for her, and that is what I stuck with. Every week, once a week, I will wash my daughter hair and give it all the love, everything that it need, and then during the week, 1 or 2 times, depending on how fast her hair get frizzy, I will take that braids down, re-moisturize it, and put it right back in braid or twist. So if you train your hair to our routine and you stick to that routine, I'm not saying stick to a product, I'm saying stick to a routine. If you create a routine for your hair and you stick to that routine, your hair will flourish, because every week your hair knows it's going to get these powerful ingredients applied to it. You're going to use great ingredients on your hair, and that's going to keep your hair from being very dry, from breaking up, from being brittle. But if you set a routine and you try that routine for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you fall off the wagon and just left your hair for months and months without you washing it or re-moisturizing it, you have set yourself to not succeed for your realistic goal that you set. You just gonna push yourself backward. So if you set a regimen for your hair, follow up with that routine. You don't have to make a long-term goals. You can even set a goal for 3 months. Okay, this 3 months I'm going to take this time and cater to my hair, or this 6 months I'm going to take this time and cater to my hair. So stick to it and set a regimen and follow that regimen consistently. The next tip I'm going to give you is you need to learn your hair. You need to know your hair. There are many times some people ask me, Selena, I want to grow my hair. How can I grow my hair up? And I ask them, what's your hair porosity? What's your hair texture? And they tell me, I don't know what is a porosity. I don't know what's my hair texture. That means you don't know your hair. If you don't know your hair, you will not be able to create a regimen for your hair. You will not be able to give your hair what it needs. Now, there are so many things that come in place in knowing your hair and giving it what it needs. But the most important thing is knowing your hair porosity. Porosity is how well your hair is able to obtain moisture and how well it's able to maintain that moisture. Now, keeping your hair moisturized leads to length retention, because your hair is not going to be dry and break up. Now, you need to know your hair porosity. There are 3 different types of porosity. We have the high, the low, and the normal porosity. After you know your hair porosity, I have a video on that. I will leave it down in the description box for you. Learn your hair texture. Hair texture is so you can know the type of product that is right for your hair. Is your hair type 3, type 4, type 3A, type 3B, type 3C? Is your hair 4A, 4B, 4C? Is it in the group 4, group 3, group 2? So if you know your hair texture, you know your hair porosity, you know your hair strength. Your hair strength is just how thick your hair is, and your hair density is how many hair in a square meter on your hair. If you know all of those things, you will know how to properly moisturize your hair and how to keep your hair moisturized. You will know the type of products to buy that is going to work for your hair porosity, your hair density, your hair strength. You will know what kind of ingredients to put together. So learn your hair, know your hair, and give your hair what it needs. Do not see someone else's hair that look just like your hair and you think, oh, that's my hair, so whatever that person is doing, I'm also going to do it on my hair. It could look the same on camera, but it could be totally different in person. So everyone hair is unique and beautiful in its own way. So you need to learn your hair, know your hair, and give your hair what it needs, and stop comparing your hair to other people's hair, because that is not going to work. What may work for Mary, it may not work for Sonia. So learn your hair and give your hair what it needs. The next tip I will give you is gather the tools that you would love to use on your hair, and also gather your ingredients that you will want to use on your hair. Now, my hair tools is 99% my fingers. I love the finger to tangle my hair. Some people love to use wide tooth comb. Some people love to use brushes. So if that's the hair tools that you want to use on your hair, just make sure it is not taking out more hair than necessary. That is why I love to use my fingers, because I can feel the knots on the hair and I can gently separate it. So my hair tools is mainly my fingers. Now if you have low porosity, you will also want to include a steamer within your hair tools, because you guys pores are closed. You need heat to open it up, so whatever products or whatever you are using, it can enter your hair strands. So you need a steamer for that. A steamer, or the steam from the steamer will open up your hair cuticles, so all the vitamins, all the nutrients within whatever ingredients you are using, your hair strands can properly observe it. So you need a steamer. And I am high porosity, I'm fine, but I just love the way when I steam my hair feel extremely soft and beautiful and moisturized. So I also love to steam my hair, and I'm not going to stop doing that. I'm continuing to use steamer on my hair, but I'm gonna make a whole video telling you guys what type of ingredients to start. If you are new and you don't know anything about DIYs, I will give you a list of ingredients that you can use, and then I will also make a video on the tools, what steamer I'm using, and give you the list of the ingredients. So if you are new here, do not forget to subscribe to keep up with all my future uploads, and please give me a thumbs up right now. It will really help my video in the YouTube algorithm. The next tip I'm going to give you guys is you need to plan your wash day ahead. Listen to me. This should not turn into a whole big project that you're going to get discouraged and you don't want to continue with all the plans that you have made to have healthy, long, and beautiful hair. When I'm saying plan your wash day ahead, since I use DIY products, I already decide what I'm going to use on my next wash day, and I make sure that I have those ingredients ready for me. But if you are using store-bought product, I know you're just gonna go and grab a deep conditioner from the shelf. But I'm talking about our DIYs ladies in the house. So you need to plan your wash day ahead. Make sure you have your ingredients on hand. Make sure you plan what type of ingredients you want to use on that particular wash day. Some of the ingredients you have to prepare it the night before, so just do that. If you decide to wash your hair on a Saturday, then make sure you get your ingredient ready by Friday evening. If it have to be done overnight, do it overnight so that Saturday you can have all your ingredients ready. I'm so used to using DIY products on my hair. Like when I'm doing these things, it's just like this right now. It do not feel like a whole project or like a whole task to me, so I'm fine with it. Once you just starting, maybe you'll be discouraged, but once you have all your ingredients on hand and you have already planned your wash day, it's going to be very simple and very easy for you to go through with it. Now the next thing that I did for my daughter, she is a rough sleeper. I tried putting bond it on her. I try tying her hair up in scarf, and by the next morning she wake up, it's either under the bed or under her pillow or down to her leg. There is no way my daughter can go to bed with a bonnet on and wake up in the morning and have it on her. So how can we fix this problem? All what we have done to wash her hair and moisturize it, and just for her to go to bed and just put all our hard work to an end. I got her a silk pillowcase. Like that, I don't have to worry about cotton absorbing all of those moisture from her hair. So if you are trying to grow your kid hair and you know they are a rough sleeper as well, like my daughter, try and invest in a silk pillowcase, even a silk bed sheets and silk blankets, so that they don't ruin their hair up on cotton, or the cotton to not take away all your hard work that you have done to keep their hair moisturized. So try to invest in that, and you're gonna be, the reward is gonna be great. Now, the next tip I'm going to give you, if you're trying to grow your kid hair out or your hair out, to not allow your hair to get too dry in the name of protective styling before you re-moisturize your hair. Their hair grows from the scalp, so make sure that you are keeping their scalp very, very healthy. Now, what I use to keep my daughter's scalp healthy is organic neem oil. I always use that. I mix it up. I have a video on it on how I keep her scalp and my scalp healthy. I will leave it down in the description box for you. So I normally take care of her scalp, and I've been using only one oil on her. This is my Secret Growth Oil. I'm not saying you should run and come and purchase my product. I'm saying that put together an oil that you know is going to work for your kid. Test those ingredients on he or she. Make sure those are natural, organic ingredients, because kids get very sensitive to stuff. Now, this oil is something I've been using. This is the only oil I've been using on my daughter hair since 2016 up to now. And this is the only oil I'm going to use on her hair until she's grown up and move on her own and want to change up or do things herself. But as long as she's under my roof, this is the only oil that I'm going to use on her, because I know about all of these ingredients that are in this oil. I know it's 100% natural and organic. It consists of 21 different ingredients, and these are ingredients that I have studied over the years, and I know about them, and I know this is what works for her. So make sure if you put together an oil for your kid, stick to that. Do not keep switching it, because you don't know which one gonna work for them or not. I stuck to one oil for my kid, and this is the Secret Growth Oil that I stuck with her. I use this oil on her 2 or 3 times a week. I massage it into her scalp. I give her a good massage with this oil, and then I can go in with my leave-in conditioner or my other products. But this is the only oil I've been using on her, and I'm going to stick with this oil because I see the miracle this oil has done. And a lot of people also, I've been getting a positive feedback from this oil. The only complaint that I had, some people said about this oil, is the smell, and which I know is true, because it's 100% natural. It's natural herbs, natural oils. I don't want to go and mixing chemical in it just to give it a good smell or so. So bear with me. I will find a way how to tweak the recipe, but my ingredients are not going to change. Now, my last tip that I have to give you is keep it simple. They are kids. Don't overdo it. An iPad, and she sits on the iPad and she's playing on it, and before I look, the time is gone. I'm done with her hair. Sometimes she'll even say, "Oh, mommy, that was very fast." So just keep it fun, keep it simple. Don't make it too difficult that when you're ready to do their hair, they are not happy about it and they are crying. And so let them make the decision that they want long hair, and cross a deal with them that they have to do their pad as well as you are doing your pad with their hair. So once you guys come to an agreement, they will be able to put in that time for it as well. So I keep it simple with my daughter. I give her her iPad and she's playing on it while I'm doing her hair. It's just that when I'm filming it for you guys, she cannot be on her iPad, but some of the times even she's still on it. But if I'm doing it behind the camera, she have her iPad and it goes just like this. Okay, family, so this is it. If you are trying to grow your kid hair out and you don't know where to start, or even yourself and you don't know where to start, I hope that this video helped you out in any way. If it did, please do not forget to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and subscribe, and stay tuned for my next video on natural hair. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.